everybody. I'm Brad Heil, District Sales Manager for Keystone RV Alpine Avalanche Division. We're standing here today in one of our hottest models, the Avalanche 390DS, and I have a very special guest with us here today. This is Courtney with the Flipping Nomad, so I'll give her a chance to introduce herself here.
Hey guys, yeah, like he said, my name is Courtney, and you might follow our business online. If not, we are the Flipping Nomad, and so we take pre-loved RVs, typically Keystone fifth wheels, and we do a cosmetic gut job on them, and they come out looking like beautiful tiny homes on the interior. And the reason we started the business is because first and foremost, we are RVers, and so we love seeing all of the new gizmos and gadgets and everything else that goes along with the lifestyle. And so when Keystone debuted this new floor plan online, it caught my attention, and I said, I have to see it in person.
Yeah.
And so not only is this a cool floor plan, but you guys have done a lot of other cool interior things to this Avalanche. So let's walk through that. Tell me some of the new things for 2022.
All right. Well, we are really excited to continue to improve our brand from what we have seen over the last couple of years. We've seen a lot of growth, and so we just continue to try to make it better by getting customer feedback. And so I appreciate the chance for you to give me the chance to show you around. So this is actually Courtney's first time seeing the model as well. So we'll just kind of start here in the main living area to talk about one of our big key features that we have on all Keystone product now. And that is with our solar packages. So SolarFlex is now standard on all Keystone product. Everything from our travel trailers up to our luxury fifth wheels, you're going to get solar panels, charge controllers, with options of inverters and additional packages there as well. In this particular model and all of our Avalanches, we do use the full 18 cubic foot refrigerator in every single model, whether you get gas, electric, or residential, which is a great advantage of our product over some of our competitors. But with the residential refrigerator, you already get a 2,000 watt built-in inverter in the front. So with your solar package that comes standard with the unit, depending on what usage you have from other things like your lights and other components, can change the amount of time and things like that available, but you can run your refrigerator even just off of the solar. Another big change that we have made with our product, Courtney, do me a favor, put your finger right there for me, and I'm going to slam this door right on your finger there. Oh, well, how about that? We actually have soft closed doors in all of our Alpine and Avalanche models now, so it's just been a great feature that I've been able to show to our customers as I've had some customers at shows and events and things like that always want to see this particular unit. And then another big feature that we have that I'll point out once we get to the bedroom through this tour is our new AC system. So we have our brand new Blade Pure AC system in our Alpine and Avalanche models. And so these will still operate just as quietly as our Quiet Cool and Whisper Air AC systems you've seen before in our luxury fifth wheels. But now we have an exclusive feature with Keystone where these have the only changeable air filter in the entire industry. So you can actually flip the cover down and you'll have a 12-inch by 12-inch filter that you can find at some hardware stores or Amazon if you're on the road, have it shipped to you. So now you have cleaner air flowing throughout the unit. And
that has been something that, I've been a full-timer for 7 years, which was how my business got started. And it's little things like that people maybe don't recognize that is different with RV life than residential life. And maybe if I can say up until now, there's been a lot to be desired with RV air filtration, but that's what's so cool about what Keystone is doing is you guys are recognizing things like air filtration and also things like being off the grid with solar, and you're taking care of it from the factory now, which is so cool. So speaking of seeing all the other cool new things, can we go check out the floor plan?
Let's start in the front and then we'll work our way to the back. So here in the front of the Avalanche, you have our king suite. So you have a full-size king bed, in this bedroom up here. There are nightstands on each side. So as far as with the solar stuff that we have going on, and I know you've done a lot with solar yourself, Courtney, but we have inverted outlets on the sides of the unit here. So if you've got a CPAP or electronics that you need to plug in at nighttime that run on 110, you can do that with this new system. So again, just a little bit bigger nightstand that we even put in there as well for those that do have a CPAP machine and needed that little extra space for that. Full-size wardrobe in the front. They want maximum storage as well. So we made sure that we put the full-size wardrobe in the front all the way across there so you can have room for all your necessities.
And what's cool about this Avalanche is you have 2 air conditioners.
Yes.
So you've got another one
Yes. We've got another one in the rear
back.
of the coach as well. So 2 ACs are standard, and now all units are prepped for a third AC, and you can even get that third AC installed from the factory, which is new for us with Alpine Avalanche this year. We did not have that capability before, but now you can get a third AC installed from the factory and run all 3 ACs at once if you like.
Which is super cool. So speaking of the rear of the coach, that's kind of like where the magic is
we
back
were
there with this floor
that
plan.
For the last.
Save the best for last. Let's go check that out.
Courtney, when we were designing this floor plan and just trying to make sure that we were maximizing the space for the number of people that were going to be in this, one thing that we tried to focus on was the amount of storage, because you're going to have generally 6 to 8 people traveling with you in this. So what we did in this kitchen area is we had worked on redesigning this hutch last fall, and so we've been using this for a little over a year now, but just really giving this buffet style countertop here, a full stack of drawers, which maybe in a unit like this, typically you find like 1 stack in the island. And so we have a full stack of drawers, cabinets there, and again, all the nice cabinetry up here that we talked about with the soft closed doors. So really just trying to maximize that. And then we even put an extra large island in this unit as well. So generally what you'd find is something that's even like a foot shorter than this, but we made sure that we extended that out to add to the storage.
I love it. And that is one thing that I've noticed looking at other floor plans, that even if it can sleep 10 people, you don't have room to store stuff for 10 people, but that's not the case in this floor plan. And then the other thing that I noticed about this island is you have a trash drawer built into it right here. And it's a double can setup, so you could potentially use it for trash and then also recycling. And one thing that I love about this is being an RVer myself and traveling myself, my current RV does not have a trash drawer like this built into it, and I always have to think about packing that stupid trash can on travel days, and it's just one more thing that I have to do. And so when solutions like this are already built into floor plans, it makes the life of a traveler like so much easier. And I know it's such a simple thing, but I mean, really, it does save headache, and then also when the trash can goes flying and the trash goes everywhere.
Yep.
That's not the case with this floor plan.
Or for those with dogs, they don't have to worry about the dogs getting into the trash.
Yes, and my dog will do that. She gets mad when I leave her at home, and she digs in the trash can because she's mad at me, but she couldn't get to it in here.
All right, so as we get to the rear of the coach here, this is where we've added some features and changed the layout from what you typically see that has really made this floor plan stand out. One thing that you see sometimes through some other coaches is an upper loft area, but what you don't see, as Courtney can demonstrate up here, this is a huge loft area. We have about 9.5 feet of loft space in this upper area here. Again, you'll see the second AC up there, but windows all the way around and every window open. So, Courtney, since you're up there, you can kind of talk about it a little bit.
It's huge up here, and it's so big. I said I have to get up there and actually see it and pretend like I'm like a little 8-year-old at a sleepover. But it's like bigger than basically like a king-size mattress up here. And there's 6 windows around the entire like perimeter of this loft area up here. So it's huge, and it's airy, and it's light, and it's open, and it's way bigger than most lofts that are out there.
All right, Courtney, so typically with other units that you've seen in this type of similar layout or segment, usually we get to the rear part of the coach and you may have a loft, and you get to this rear part of the coach and you have a bunker room, but we have something completely different here, which I think you said you've never even seen anything like it either, but here we have a queen suite. So this isn't just a little bunk room for some little kids or anything like that. This is for those who have more specific needs, whether it be family members traveling with them, which I know you mentioned to me that you have family that travels with you, or large teenagers or groups. I mean, you have space here where you can fit smaller, younger children up on the top loft, but your guest here can actually sleep in a queen-size bed like you find in many coaches out there, and their own set of wardrobes and storage and drawers and everything here. So this is just what we've tried to really make special with this floor plan.
And that's one thing that I loved about it, because it is 2 full bedrooms. I mean, you've got the king up front, and you've also got a full queen down here, but it's not like you tried to squeeze in a queen, because I've seen that in some other floor plans where yes, they call it a queen, but like you have to take a flying leap to get into bed type thing, Yep. That's not the case with this one. You've got like a walk around, you've got wardrobe space, you've got a lot of floor space.
And we do give you a little bit more real estate, speaking of, with the Alpine and Avalanche with our wide body. So again, that adds to the spaciousness. So again, like you mentioned, you're not squeezing a queen bed in here. You don't feel cramped in here. We use the wide body in our entire lineup. So that gives you still that extra walking space, the room around the beds. and even on top of the storage in the wardrobes and things like that. All right, so in addition to the wardrobe storage and the drawers and everything there to really give someone their own complete bedroom, even the bed here in this second room is construction and made just like we do in all of our other bedrooms. So we have some underbed storage here. One thing that we do in Alpine and Avalanche is we finish that off as well. So you see when we open that up, it's not just the OSB or unattractive board underneath there. But again, just really maximizing the storage throughout this bedroom as well.
And one thing that I notice as kind of like a mega nerd, if I will, with the construction of these RVs is I'm not seeing the slide mechanisms under the bed, which is cool for two reasons. Number one, you get a lot more storage, but also number two, the slide is, this particular slide mechanism is not contingent on the bed frame for operating. So if somebody potentially wanted to take this bed out and reconfigure it with a desk or something like that, they absolutely could. Right?
Yep, and that's really what you specialize in too,
yes,
right?
Yes,
cool.
yeah.
That's a great thought.
And so I hone in on those mechanical things because we are contingent on how the slide operates with how we can reconfigure it. But with it being a Schwintek slide, you can do the little switch right back here.
Yeah, well there you go, some food for thought, everybody.
There you go.
Well, that brings me to the last thing that I wanted to make sure I pointed out in this model as well. Many times, whether you have a separate bedroom or you've got a bunk room, what you generally find is you still just have your main bath that you have to walk to up front, and everybody's sharing that same bath, or maybe you have just a half bath for the extra guests. And so you still have to share the shower and everybody's waiting for that time there. But what we have here in our 390DS is we have a full bath for the guests back here.
I can't even believe it. It's a full. So not only is this, what do we call it, a 2.5 bedroom?
Yes.
Now we're 2 full bathrooms. And not only is it 2 full bathrooms, it's also its own entrance.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yep,
so
and there is a solid step back there, so it's not just, we don't just make that a low entrance with, cheaper steps or anything like that. We still give you the top of the line Lippert solid step to come in and out of there. So for those back here that need their privacy, maybe they want to go out in the morning, they can just go right out through there and not bother the people in the main living area.
It's amazing. This really is almost like 2 RVs in one.
Yeah. Well,
Almost.
I appreciate you checking it out.
I love it.
Allowing us to show this to you and your followers as well.
Oh, I love it. So if people wanted more information on this particular model or any other Avalanches or Alpines, where should people go?
People should go to KeystoneRV.com or visit your local Keystone dealer for more information.
Cool. Well, thanks for showing me. I love it. I love every piece of it.
Awesome. Thank you.